Welcome back. I don't know what happened, so it stopped recording. So it's just a new episode. The music is doubled. I got more gems. And then now I'm gonna go to level 1. See, we're gonna turn down the volume a little bit so you can hear my beautiful voice. So level 3, right? This is level 3. Hypnotize zombies 10 times. So I'm gonna have to add conveyor about increase. I'm gonna go with conveyor. Anything else? I think that's good because it's a conveyor belt, so it doesn't really matter. Thank goodness that I bought this fella, so he's level 6. So he's a little stronger. Oh, I've done this before. You are so evil. You are so devilish that I'm gonna have to use this right off the bat. Everybody, get out of here. Can you not? Can I not lose plants? No, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go back. That doesn't matter. I know that this is one of those where you if you lose plants, so yeah, so you gotta be careful. I might just let it ride. I don't think that they increased the thing. I think just recently actually. So pow pow pow. Everybody get out of here. Sácale video, señorita Lauras. Oh no. Oh okay. We're gonna pause you. Okay. No. Hey no. Hey no. Alright, so what are we talking about? Today we're talking about saving the world. And again, we're talking about freeing Palestine and the whole situation with what's happening in the Middle East. I think that people really need to kind of study the Bible. And not just the Bible, but like Isaac and Esau. And wait, no, that's a different people. No, what's the other two brothers? One of them was Abraham's children. So the whole like spirituality with that. So thank goodness that we don't have to use X amount of cards because not everybody's hypnotized. So I don't want to hypnotize anybody, but I want to open up their hearts to be like, hey, listen, zombies, I know you want to come into my house and you want to take everything, but I do believe that people should have places to live and everybody, can have a decent amount of space. You don't need like a mansion. You don't need like acres and acres of land. And will that even make you safe? Like, seriously, you know, like the energy in the cosmos of the universe is just going to come back to you. Like, there's people that are super wealthy and they're like, I'm scared that people are going to get me. And it's like, exactly, because you put yourself in that situation. And ever there's, you know what, I'm going to talk, oh gosh, it's a little controversial when I start saying that there's no victims because then it's a deeper subject about universal cosmic laws and what we choose to come into this world. And those are just really, really deeper subjects. You're like, well, what about, people with cancer and like the Palestinian people? Score to beat $1,250. Well, that I start with additional sun. Increase. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this. And so there's no victims, right? Okay. So that's the one. That's the subject we're talking about. But first, we gotta beat this. We gotta stop the zombies from making us into victims. All right, so we're starting with the splasher, sending him back. We are going to say again that there's no victims. We're gonna go just to remind you what we're talking about. We're gonna go with the sun, and then we are going to go with that, and we're gonna go with that. I know it's controversial. Maybe next time I'll talk about hey, don't touch your wiener. Uh, I'll talk about that one later. Yeah, I will. I may. I'm gonna freeze everybody. And there's a decent amount of flyers. No, oh look, I see you, I see you, I see you, guy. I was gonna call him Gwyneth Paltrow because I'm upset at Gwyneth Paltrow for advertising for like to take over people's houses. Is that even true? Is it true? I'd love to have Gwyneth Paltrow come in here and play Plants vs Zombies with me. But you know who I'm looking for now? I'm looking for the Wind Pusher. Where you go? I need that Wind Pusher. And it doesn't say I don't have to lose plants, so I'm going to go with my thing right there. Does that look okay? I'm going to go with yes. I'm going to go with I agree with that statement. I'm going to prepare my defense. I'm going to put these things here. I'm going to put my money makeup. But the lemon drop has really been kind of cool. I love this particular plant. Not this daffodil thing. My favorite is the splashback because it just keeps you a little bit safer, you know? It's like, get back there, don't touch me. I don't want to be molested by you. Oh my gosh, am I recording this? I guess I am. So let's talk about no victims. Okay. So there's various logics in that. One of the logics is that we have everything that we have done in our reality and in other karmic realities, we have chosen in order to stand where we are in the universal world. What does that mean? That means that every single choice has led us to that moment. Whether it was a moment that we wanted to happen or a moment that we didn't want to happen. So, for instance, if we constantly are saying, oh, this is going to happen to me, this is going to happen to me, this is going to happen to me, then you're going to manifest that because that's what you want. You know, or this is always happening to me, this is always happening to me, this is always happening to me. Then eventually you're going to manifest that particular thing that it is that you want. At the same time, there's particular lessons that people choose to teach humanity. So they come into this world saying, you know what? I want that. I want that particular situation that happens. So I want to get mauled and murdered by a bear, you know, in a park, so that way they can make rules that maybe people shouldn't be mauling. Maybe bears should not be mauling people or like building malls. Now that's another question. You're like, you're so insensitive. I don't give a fuck. I don't know if you caught that statement. Now, it's like, is this for children or is this for adults? This is for whoever watches it. If you happen to be a 3-year-old and you're just that brilliant and your parents are like, this guy knows what's up, he's going to be a teacher for a child. And then, like, especially, like, okay, fine, if you're a parent and you think that this is appropriate content for your 3-year-old, let me know in the comment section down below. So anybody, back to this fucking business. About saving the world. So yeah, so there are no victims. So yeah, so you choose what will happen to you sometimes before you come into this earth. Well, then you have to believe in reincarnation. I'm like, hello? Where have you been? Did you not, like, take the first class? Like, you need to go back a couple steps and be like, of course there's reincarnation. All you need to do is you need to do your chart, and then do your family's charts, and then put them with water or, well, particularly oil, and then hold them up against the light, and you'll see that there's particular things that each other brings into each other's lives. Now, at the same time, when you end up, like, maturing as a human being and you end up not hating people and be like, everybody's against me, you realize that the people that have created so much chaos for you are actually the people that are bringing the most blessings for you, because they're actually making you look at yourself from an inner consciousness and understanding yourself. So use those dandy flowers. That's the moral of the story. Alright, so no victims, and it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that hour of the morning. I think I'm going to make some gyozas. Alright, so it's that time of the day. We're going to fight our friend. What do we got? What do we got to fight our friend with? Everything except those two things, whatever they were. See, if that was boosted, that'd be awesome. We're going to use the fire because I assume that it's going to be an ice thing. And I'm going to use that too. You can't see my thumb, can you? You know what I'm talking about. You see it in the screen. Alright, so let's go. Let's go. Always feed your garden. I always tend to my garden. Zach Scott video games. Alright, let's go. 1 pepper. Just the 1 pepper. I'm not going to go all crazy. I'm not going to think I'm all like high and mighty. Zach Scott games. Oh no, I'm not going to. You got to follow the guy. He's awesome. He's the one who got me into this game. Well, he is actually not the guy who got me into this game. The original Plants vs. Zombies got me into this game. And then we were like, it's about time, and it's called It's About Time. But he does have some amazing content. He is a really good human being and a great guy. So of course, it's that ice thing. It's delicious. I love it when that's the ice thing and it just freezes everything in front of you. It's just the most wonderful thing that could ever happen. But like I said, there are no victims, so we have chosen this path. The path of ice. So, alright, so we've got this. What else do we got? I do want to increase everybody. And I think oh, no, my favorite plant, my splashback. Okay, so we got splashback, sun, this, the tile turn up, the sun, the fire thing, and the guy from the guy. All right, we're always gonna bring that fire thing because All right, let's go. All right, so I'm gonna do, of course, in the back because I don't want them to touch me. Don't touch me. I don't like being touched. I don't like being touched by you. I don't like being touched by you. Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me in the morning or the nighttime or the afternoon. All right, are we ready? Okay, so no victims, free Palestine. We're freeing Palestine. Did I talk to the Khalid family and Children of Tomorrow? So yeah, I'm gonna put their links on their page and their particular Instagrams and whatnot. But we gotta give attention. So yeah, so back to saving the world. So Kabbalah, Kaaba, Allah. Is Kabbalah supposed to be for the what is it, Muslims? That's an interesting thought that I think that some people may want to come to understand. What if Muslims had the power of Kabbalah? What if Muslims learned Kabbalah? What if everybody in the world used Kabbalah magic in order to free Palestine? That'd be crazy, right? You're like, what's Kabbalah magic? I'm like, well, where have you been, honey child? Now, I haven't been using my Kabbalah magic in a while because I kind of get scared, I'll be honest with you, because I think I'm the greatest Kabbalah magician ever. Which might make me the greatest magician ever, I know. That's what I keep telling you, like, you gotta ask me for miracles. I want to test my might. I might be the avatar, or I might be the avatared. You're like, don't make jokes about people being retarded. I'm like, you know what? I am a big advocate of bringing back retarded. Because I think that the word retarded, it means that to retard, like to slow down the progress of humanity. So I think that if you are a conscious person who makes a moral choice against humanity, you are retarding us. So I consider those people retarded. And I do believe that that's originally the context of the particular word. Just some mean, nasty people took it to mean that it meant for, people who happen to have a disability. And then that's another blessing. Some people, like, for instance, when I follow children with disabilities, just because I care about humanity, I care about children, I care about humanity in general, and what's going on in the world. And I do believe that children are the future. And I think that if, we kind of go back to that innocence about ourselves without such bitterness that we have created within, all the lifetime of pain that we have encountered, we kind of see like, hey, we're just all love and understanding. And I think that children who are disabled, sometimes, they feel so much pain all the time. It's not just like people looking at them funny. And it's not just about like, like all the things. It's literal physical pain. It's literal physical fear. Are they going to live? Sometimes these children suffer from seizures. And their parents honestly, or their friends and family members don't know. And they live in constant fear. And it's one of those things that we really have to have empathy for. We really have to have empathy and understanding for all human beings. Because once we have empathy and understanding, we're able to share information, we're able to share secrets. I told them about binaural healing, Masaru Emoto, whatever I know about things. And then other people on Instagram, they're sharing amazing information with parents and whatnot. And that's what's really wonderful about the internet. Should I do a two-pepper? I'm going to do a two-pepper for Jeremiah. A two-pepper for Jeremiah. And I hope Jeremiah, I hope, give me your strength. Please help me. Guide me through this journey. I'm going to put a link to Jeremiah's page. Jeremiah is a boy that has, I believe, several physical and perhaps mental issues that hinder him from living a normal life. So, and I follow him, and one of the reasons why I started following him is just because of his, like, swagger, like his sense of style. I saw him, and he was wearing, like, an outfit, and I was just like, ooh, you so, like, and I love anybody who's just fashion, and I love anybody who just shares that joy of being a human being. Oh, we're not allowed to bring that thing. No, we can bring that thing, but this is gonna be it. Okay. All right, we can do this. Let's rock. All right, so yeah, so I follow him, and I'm actually looking for clothes to send to him that is totally fashionable and awesome. And if Madonna's listening to him, she should totally have him on his music video. Madonna's, oh, we have to do like a whole Madonna thing. Because you know me, I love Madonna. Madonna and I have a weird situation going. I don't know if she's aware of it. But she might be actually watching this, be like, what? That doesn't make sense. None of the things that I say make sense. All right, let's go. Let's rock it. All right, so autism, disabled children. Do you know disabled children? For the longest time, and I'll tell you my personal story, disabled children scared me. Just like when I was younger, disabled children really freaking scared me. And it was one of those things where, like, it wasn't something that I could control. So it was an unpredicted element in my life. And I think that because I grew up with unpredicted elements in my life, like we had bullies and I was chased by a dog, and I think that we had a guy with a lazy eye, right? And so we had a specific name for him, and which I'm sure is the name in Spanish, and which I'm sure is the name that everybody has for everybody with a crooked eye. And back in the day, like we're talking about the 80s, 70s, like people with crooked eyes were like, it's like, that's so weird, like why? Like that's just anybody, And I think even to this day, when people live in sheltered lives and they don't experience other people, you got to think about history has really progressed really quickly, really fast, particularly through the internet. And the internet has allowed freedom, but people were afraid to live in certain areas, and then they started living in certain areas. And so I'm just moving forward. I'm just progressing forward and using fire, and I'm beefing that thing up. And I don't think they're gonna give me any more. And I want those gems. I don't think they're gonna give me any more. What is that thing that is? You know what I'm talking about? That thing that the lily, what is it? The power boost or whatever. So yeah. So when when my fear actually started leaving me was in my 20s, maybe even into my 30s. It was when I started going to the Kabbalah Center, interestingly enough. And it was one of the head teacher of the Kabbalah Center, and how he was particularly he was actually leading the service in a lot of ways, and his energy of joy and understanding and happiness, I had never experienced with any child ever in my life, about the Torah, about spirituality, just the channel of pure being. And I feel like in a lot of ways I can be that. So I can attain that kind of level of state. So it really kind of put me in a place where I was like, okay, like, there's something going on here. And I think that when I started looking at people who were disabled, not as disabled, but rather gifted by the Lord, because you start thinking about the cosmic span of time and space, since this was infinite beings, and these literal angels come into this world to inspire us to have humanity, to be better people. And, that's a theory that people out there, that you choose, these burdens upon yourself because you know that they're worth a lot to the Lord, and they mean a lot to the heavens. So, in the suffering, in the pain that is happening to that particular person. So we're going to skip it. What do we get? We got ice, we got things, okay. So we're going to do one more. And then I got to eat, and then I'm going to go to bed. And then, okay, so we're going to do another 2-pepper. I'm not going to do a 3-pepper, okay? That's just insanity. I'm afraid, okay? I'm very afraid of a 3-pepper. But, alright, so let's see. But I do want to use something different. And I don't, I want to shake it up a little bit for you. I don't want it to be the same kind of thing, even though we're talking. So what would we do? What would we do? What does not freeze? I mean, we could not do that. We could do this. And then we could do fire. Oh, meteor. Meteor, hey. Meteor's here. Alright, let's do that. I was going to do like fire pyre, but I thought, okay, well, maybe not. Alright, let's do meteor. Meteor, do you eat meat? You know what? I haven't been eating a lot of meat. Okay, so, yeah, so what are your thoughts about, and be nice. Don't be like, what do you mean there's no victims? This is what I learned. This is what I believe, and this is the truth. I mean, like, okay, that's cool. That's what you want to believe. You know what I mean? All right, let's rock. All right, let's rock it out. What? He's by far, he's one of my dangerous foes. And one of the reasons is because he will freeze the ground I'm walking on. So get out of here. I'm going to smash you. And if there were dinosaurs, then they would go away because I guess they're weak to the sunflower. I don't know if they're constantly weak to the sunflower or if it just needs to be boosted. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get, more money, more of those things. Or maybe I am. Well, I guess we'll find out. Oh, there we go. See, that's why I bought that thing. So I can do that. And I can breathe through him. So, okay, so since this is our lapisode. It's basically not last episode. But that should be a word, lapisode. It's the lapisode. I think, oh yeah, so are you watching Avatar? We'll talk about that. What are you watching? What do you recommend? What do you think is good? I like Avatar. What are the things? And let me know why, because a lot of people are like, I just think this is good. I'm like, no, you gotta say why. It's gotta have good writing. It's gotta have good story. It's just gotta have good everything. And some of the popular things recently have been really actually pretty good. I'm not a big fan of popular stuff. I saw He-Man. I need to do a review on He-Man, and I really enjoyed it. I'm sorry, but I really loved it. I thought it was one of the best movies ever made, and in the sense of humanity, I have a different barometer for what I think is good. I think about what is it going to do for humanity? Is it going to help us? Is it going to hinder us? What's the answer in that avenue? And so I want to fill everything. Like I said, I want to kick them back. Can I sneak some in there? Can I sneak it in there? Ooh, I can sneak it in there. Sneaky license. Is that even a word? Let's see. Maybe we can get more money. But like I said, he's not going to give us any. In this one, he's not going to give you any. He's not nice. He's not nice. But if you have this thing, then you can use this thing. And then I can go sneaky, 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 sneaky. I get you. No. Oh, and then you blast me. Okay, so yeah, so sneaky, sneaky. What do you think? You like it? You like it? You like it? No, I'm not even gonna go there because I have a feud with somebody involved in that particular sketch. Maybe they don't even know who I am, but you know what? That's fine. But I think they do because I know a lot of people know who I am. That I'm not gonna tell you who knows what about what, and they know. They're like, okay. I like it when you know, I know. Oh, I'll tell you a secret story later about how somebody called me out on something because I guess I was being too much. Oh, like ever. And they said something. Somebody said something to me, and then I'm a master at switching situations because I've already went through that. Did I say that out loud? No. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. I wish you Kabbalah, if you want to read mine. Kabbalah, I want to wish you a wonderful eternity in free Palestine. Take care.